Hello! Hello, everyone. Guess what time it is? It's Totally Local time. That's right, Totally Local podcast, where we talk to interesting characters in and around the Jersey Shore. Entrepreneurs, local business owners, and like I said, colorful characters. Today, we have the most colorful character I know. That's my wife, Lauren.
Hey guys.
And as always, Leo's looking at me like I forgot about him. He's staring right at me. Leo, my wonderful co-host.
Hello.
My work wife. I'm so glad that you couldn't join us today.
Me too.
This is great.
Very last minute.
Yeah, just kind of came together.
It sure did.
All right. Well, we got a lot to go over. And you're about to witness Totally Local late night. Later than usual, I should say.
Well, the after hours, yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually this is prime time.
This is prime time.
Yeah, this is driving home. Everyone's got us on their radio.
Don't watch, but you
Right.
could listen.
Or
Epic shouts again to Heather Schultz, as we like to call her, Heather Schulze, for Coastal Habitat for Humanity. Now, the podcast is up, the audio is up, but I have to apologize for the audio cutting out on the video, which I will fix. But it was really great. Leo really stepped up and took care of it while I was sweating profusely trying to fix the problem.
Let me tell you something, okay? I'm a professional.
You are. You're profesh.
I've been doing this for 20 years.
What, talking?
Yeah, on microphones.
Okay. All right. Also, epic shouts to me and Leo for coming together and redoing the logo.
It looks great.
Yeah, and epic shouts to Ming for, of course, being the operator and head of a Shared Universe podcast studio, but also for fixing I forget what it's called, but it's the thing that goes on the video. He called it something. It's like the third quarter screen thing. Anyway, he fixed it on there and updated it without me even saying anything to him. He just did it because he's like that. And the reason we're doing it late is because Ming asked me to come in. I kind of help engineer in here when I'm needed.
You are a Shared Universe employee now.
Yeah, I love, if anyone has any questions about podcasting, I'm sure Ming will ask you. You could just get directly to Shared Universe Podcast Studio Facebook page. If you know Ming, because he knows everybody, you could ask him. Or if you want to ask me, I like to talk. So you could ask me, and I'll go over stuff with you if you would like. We just did the Cam Woolley, or I was helping engineer the Cam Woolley podcast. It was all sport ball. So you could guess I just didn't know what was going on most of the time. I just wanted to make sure the levels were right and, that kind of a thing. Are you getting important text messages now?
I'm just making sure that we are not having any technical difficulties.
Oh, what, did you ask Mike or Ralph or somebody?
I saw, yeah, we're good. We're
Okay,
good.
all right,
we're being
good.
Streamed live
Yeah.
from apparently
Listen,
my house.
You could trust me, man. You could trust me.
This is episode, guess what?
What is it, 3-0?
It is 3-0.
Wow.
We're like leaps and bounds.
We're huge.
This is it. Now this is a real show now.
Yeah, we're serious.
We're serious.
We are.
We're already on our second logo.
Mm-hmm.
Show number 30.
Mm-hmm.
We have fans across the world.
Across the country.
We actually got stopped leaving a show, and someone said, "Those are the Totally Local guys."
What show is that?
Just go with me.
Okay.
This is real now.
Okay. Yeah, that totally happened. We're totally local, and we're totally working out the kinks, like the logo. We're just refining it and evolving. Mm-hmm. Now, I had a pretty busy. We had Heather Schulze on last week.
Yeah.
So we didn't even. Did we go over did we talk about it? Did we talk about the Queen show? Did we talk about anything?
We touched on it at the end of the episode.
So
yeah.
we touched on it, but do we really touch it? Did we really get in there and
I think
get on it?
we got good enough in there.
It was a pretty amazing show.
It was a lot of standing up and sitting down.
That you had mixed feelings about.
Was everybody standing up? And
Well, that's why we were. For those listening at home, just to let you know, my wife hears me talking all the time, so she doesn't really catch every single episode. But basically, what happened was, remember when we went to see the Jimi Hendrix Experience? People, it's a lot of mixed generations, let's say. So not everybody's standing. This isn't a fish show, brah. But you know, at Count Basie, people were sitting down for that show.
Yeah.
Well, for the Yas Queen show, people were so friggin' pumped and amped, if you will, that they kept standing up for the songs.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Remember Jones puts on a great show. So Leo had mixed emotions about it.
Well, because either stand up and stay up, or sit down and stay down, but
No.
don't stand up and then
I
as
love
soon
it.
as the song is over, I'm going to sit down for 30 seconds and I'm going to stand back
I
up.
love it. I went to Catholic school. I was all about, you know, they'd make you do all kinds of sitting up, standing down in church, and you know, I like it because I like you get a little rest. I need that little rest, you know.
Okay.
But anyway, it was great. It was a thrilling show. It was so good.
So it was so good.
It was so-
Drum roll, please.
They're doing
How
another one.
good was it?
They're doing another one. That's
Wow, that
October.
was you could have did better than that.
I didn't know where you were going.
I knew where you were going. You don't.
I
it's
was off the
It's
road.
episode 30.
You drove me off the road.
You should know
there was
where
no
we should
guardrail.
be feeling each other's brain cells by now.
I can barely do a drum roll. What do you expect
All
from me?
right. Well, yes, they're going back
October.
for round 2. So
Yes,
if you didn't
Queen.
get the opportunity to see it the first time, or if you did get the opportunity to see it the first time, they're gonna do different songs.
Oh yeah.
So different costumes,
Mm-hmm.
probably different musicians. It's gonna be a different show.
Yeah.
So definitely go and check it out. And don't listen to me. As soon as the tickets go out, get them
Yeah.
because
They sold out.
they
released.
sold out in 6 days.
They released a little more towards the end, but they sold out. Like it was packed, and people were stoked.
People love Queen.
People.
I wish I could have gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why didn't you? I think I asked you to
I
go.
had something.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah.
I want to go next time.
Yeah, well, I mean, there'll be plenty of time. I mean, speaking of going with me places, you're married to me, so usually you're kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
And we did a couple things. Leo was busy, getting a lot of things ready for. We've always talked about Pizza Quest. We got some exciting developments in the works. It's going off.
It's going off.
But in the meantime, you came with me to a couple events.
I did.
Where should we go first? Let's talk about TSG first. The Scout Guide to Rivers, which is a local book that gets put out. I don't want to say it's a magazine. It's more like a book with local businesses. It's like totally local in print form. So, and they have their own, social media account. They have their own Instagram. But what they do is like a spring event where they raise money for charities and people come together. And it was actually hosted at Nemo Tile in Red Bank, which Lauren was so stoked about because, Leo loves talking about a good bathroom remodel. And you were just basically like a kid in a candy store.
I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful shop, and walking by it, you would think that it's all crazy expensive
Too
tile,
fancy.
super fancy.
Epic
but
shouts to Keith because he's the one that talked us off the ledge. He said it looks fancy, but doesn't mean it has fancy prices.
yeah, no, Keith is great, and I
Yeah.
went back the next day to get some samples.
Yeah.
Wait
Some
a
more
minute.
samples.
What are we talking about? You went to see tiles?
No. We went
The
to
event was in a
Oh,
tile store.
yeah.
okay,
It was in
okay,
Nemo
okay.
Tile in Red
Okay.
Bank. A lovely place. And
Like, we are not going to tile talk today.
It just so happened to be coincidentally, and again, we love Keith. Keith's so good. He's so good at his job that he got promoted. So he stopped in at one point. But I really wanted to get Keith on the show, but now he's up in New York or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. bummer.
So you guys are doing a bathroom remodel. Is this
Yeah.
the first thing that you're doing in this house as a married couple, as a real project
cool.
together?
I mean,
That's
yeah,
gonna
we
get
did.
finished.
We did the roof, which was super not fun.
Yeah,
but
I
that's
mean,
not really like let's
that's not
collaborate
glamorous.
together
Yeah.
on a look
No,
that we
this
both
is the
want.
first thing we're doing.
That's exciting.
Oh yeah.
Have you had any knockout brawls about what sort of hand knobs
no,
for
Oh,
the
you
because
sink you
see-
should
he's
have?
just decide everything.
I can see that.
Yeah. I mean,
You're
well, first
lazy.
But I literally had a dream that I was redoing my bathroom and that a TV show was going to come and do it for us. But then we go, and I've had anxiety about this bathroom.
little bit.
I have
of all, scooch of
I
anxiety
don't
going
make
on.
decisions very well. And so in my dream, we're going to redo this bathroom. I opened behind the door, and there was another bathroom. And I was like, oh, my God, I have to redo 2 bathrooms. And then we're in the first bathroom, and I opened the closet, and there was another bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm overthinking this bathroom,
Yeah.
and I just need to make the decisions because
Cause I look, she's stylish. There, I said it. I don't have to worry about these things. It's like cruise control.
You're
so.
a lazy contributor.
That's not true. That's not true. My mind works so fast that I would just be like, boom, boom, it's done. And Lauren here is like, black tile, or should we do
So
wood
he's
porcelain
saying
tile?
that you take too long to make decisions.
Yeah.
What do
Oh.
you think about that?
Oh, I certainly do.
No,
Yeah.
you're supposed to fight back.
No, I
Listen,
know.
We're too. In some ways, we're very similar.
Okay.
In some ways, we're very different. But I understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, I have that dude mentality where I'm like, hey, you know.
I'm also very affected by what other people think.
Oh,
So, like,
man.
I had decided what I wanted, and then it didn't feel really good, so I started changing, and then everyone was like, no, we love this first one. And then I'm like,
And then she Googled a
Yeah,
picture of like green tile, and that like totally changed. And then you looked at the wooden porcelain
yeah, but
tile.
I'm not doing green tile because
That's
he
crazy.
wants
You
it
just
all
have
to be
to go-
super neutral.
Just find what you like. Don't listen to the outside noise, like I do about this show for all of you who are watching
man.
at
Yeah,
my
I
house right
heard.
now.
I heard Leo was getting
Um,
some feedback.
You got to go and just do what you feel comfortable, what you love, what looks great. And when it all comes together, everyone's going to say, what do you think they're going to say? That looks horrible.
Yeah.
No, everyone's going to say they love it, even if they don't. And then you just go on living your life and
As
go
long as
on
it
to the
works.
next
know.
project.
I'm
The
ready-
bathroom doesn't
I'm ready
work.
to be. I'm ready to have a new bathroom
Yeah.
and not have to talk about bathrooms,
Well,
Yeah.
which we
Epic
somehow
shouts.
ended up talking about.
Oh yeah.
Well, I also no longer want to talk about bathrooms.
Mhm.
Where
We-
else did you go? You guys were all over the place last.
Well,
this
let
past
me
week.
just wrap the TSG event. So they were doing they were raising money for the Monmouth County Conservation Foundation, the Purr and Pooch Foundation
Okay,
for
wait.
Animals,
What's the first foundation?
Monmouth Conservation Foundation.
Conserving the environment.
Yes,
Okay.
conserving. That might be the historical one because there's also Friends of Monmouth County Park Systems. So there was two Monmouth. It was totally local.
Mm-hmm.
So epic shouts to all them. And then Mary's Place by the Sea, which I believe works with.
Cancer patients.
Yeah, and they like
Okay.
house them and help them. And it's by
Holistic
the,
nutrition, Reiki.
Yeah. Which you are a like 3rd-degree black belt Reiki master,
I'm a
right?
Reiki master. yeah.
What is your what's the title? I always
Reiki master.
is it like but isn't there like a level 3 or something?
I'm a level 3 Reiki master.
Yeah. You ever gotten Reiki'd? Anyone
Not
Reiki?
yet.
Let my wife put you on the couch and Reiki you a little bit. What do you think?
I can't believe we're having this conversation. All my dreams are coming true. We should have done this a long time ago.
Well, we have a new special guest. So
That sounds great. So when you went to the event, did they
Mhm.
have like finger foods? Was it all like we're gonna have things that have to do with like trees?
no, it was delicious like hors d'oeuvres being passed around.
And you
I
had
don't know who was the food, but
I don't know who the food
doing
was
the
either.
drinks was.
Oh yeah, Night Owl Hospitality, epic shouts. They are great. They're totally local. I want to get them on the show, and I want to do like a nighttime show, so they're like mixing drinks, and we could sit here and do a little chit chat while they're mixing things up.
You know, you
Diana's
can
really
day
knowledgeable. Epic shouts to Paul Check. Not on a Wednesday. I mean, I think that we should kind of we're branching out. We had an epic meeting. Going over the future of the show, and people should hold on to their seats because there's a lot of surprises coming your way.
Okay, well, why don't you surprise me with the next event that you've done this?
Well, the next event we did was the. You put me on the spot.
You
here.
are. Where's your coffee that you had to
Oh,
give you the
yeah,
shakes?
Epic shouts to Rook Coffee this week is what I'm sipping on. They have the coca. What is it? The mocha coconut. Here, let me have a sip. Here it is. Tom's River Food Festival that we went to on
Saturday.
I wasn't sure about it because you were like,
Mm.
there's a certain thing when you're in a relationship with somebody, when you're like married, when you've known each other so long that like you just know what to get ready for.
Mhm.
You know, so like Lauren goes through these phases where it's like, hey, you want to grab some food? And we're driving around. She's like, man, I'm okay. And then like 15 minutes later, she's ready to like stab me in the neck. So like we're at the food festival and like we're walking back and forth. So I kind of have to prep it and be like, all right, let's get some food. And she wanted chicken wings, which I think is a bold choice because we were at a outside food festival and she was just gonna go in there like a woodland
So-
creature and just.
But okay, so it was a pretty small food festival. It was
like
maybe
a
like
block,
two
Was-
blocks.
it was
yeah.
out like outside,
Yeah,
like
it
on
was
the
out-
streets.
right on
Yeah.
the main
like
strip of
downtown
Tom.
Tom's River.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they had like restaurants doing their little outside
things.
food.
They had like a
Yeah.
couple rides for kids. It was nice. It was quaint.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And
But we
you-
get there
yeah.
and we like wanted to scope it out.
Yeah.
but we like walked the whole thing back and forth like 4 times.
I don't know if it was that many times,
before getting any food.
I need to get a feel for a place, you know.
Again, lazy decision maker.
What are you talking about? That's the perfect. Yeah. I'm decisive, but I need to get a feel for the land.
Yeah, he wanted to get a real good feel for it.
It's true. It's very true.
So you decided you wanted
so
wings.
I was like, I saw a place and it said chicken wings, and it had like a description that, you know, really got me.
Yeah.
So,
And it was DRJ Catering Barbecue.
yeah, so they're not like a restaurant, but they do weddings, pig roasts, corporate events, and stuff like that.
And the chicken wings
were really delicious.
They were delicious.
They weren't like deep fried chicken wings.
What kind
they
of
were
wings? They were
like
seasoned?
They were real seasoned.
Yeah. And like
and
not
then
deep.
there was like a really good sauce with
Yeah,
them.
It was so good. It was it wasn't like fried chicken and it wasn't hot wings. It was like these. They were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were really good. I kind of want some now. I went to the Souvla King, which gets extra bonus points because what they locked down the gyro scene on this. I was like, oh, that's so weird. They have 2 gyro. They had 1 gyro on one side and another gyro place on the other, and I'm like, that's kind of weird that they would double it up like that. And then I realized Souvla King locked it down. They had both the East Bank, the West Bank, the North Side, the South Side. It didn't matter where you go. If you want a gyro or a gyro,
No.
you would go.
No. I don't like that.
That's how the Greeks say it.
But we are Americans.
We're Americans.
I know that's what I sound
Yeah,
like.
that's what you sound like.
But that's
How
what
dare
I
you.
believe.
Mhm.
I say gyro, and people say it's gyro.
It's gyro. I thought it was gyro.
Either way, it's gyro.
Okay, well, I don't.
So all of you people watching and listening at home,
All
and you're
the-
saying it's gyro.
all the Greek people
No.
just turned us
I
off.
know.
They unsubscribed and unfollowed. They unfollowed our
Sorry.
Instagram at totally_local_podcast.
How, it is delicious though.
Oh, it was. It was super delicious. I love me a good gyro, whatever you want to call it. They had they had those dogs too for that one thing where they had like the pal dog thing. What was the name of that? You don't remember?
I could look at it.
Is
but
are you talking about
continue.
hot dogs or animals?
No, animals. They had these like dogs that were holding like donation buckets, and they were like holding it in their
Yeah,
mouth.
they were animal. They were
support
service animals.
Yeah, service animals, and I think that was a beautiful thing because I love when they get you get animals, you get people that need a little comfort and help. Put them together, boom. What do you got? You got beautiful, cute little dogs with little buckets in their mouth going.
So did you donate to the dogs, or are you supporting the? Well,
I mean, I'm donating with my mouth right now.
oh,
Canine companion
What?
for independence.
Okay.
Yeah, Canine Companion for Independence.
well. Thank you, K9 Companion for Independence,
Yes,
for doing your part.
Yeah, everyone, donate on my behalf. Ming, epic shouts to Lauren. Looks good in Studio 316.
Oh, thank you, Ming.
I got to tell you guys something that I think I'm starting to fall in love with Tom's River. I really got a vibe down there. I think it's a beautiful. I want to explore it more. I think Mr. Angelo Gingerelli needs to give us like a tour of Tom's River, a Tom's River tour
Well,
by a
I
local.
hear
Uh-huh.
he will be back
Oh yeah, word on the street.
to do a special show that
A
we have
special
coming
show,
up. Yeah,
huh?
so then we can ask him then. But if you are interested in Tom's River, you're going to like some of the events I have going on. for
All right, you
today.
want to jump into some events?
Well, we can jump into some
Okay.
events. So, excuse me.
Oh.
So Saturday, May 18th, we have the New Jersey State Chili and Salsa Cook-Off. So kind of going in line with the whole food thing.
Where's that?
You know I love it. Tom's River.
Okay.
Doop, doop. So you know I love food, and usually my events have something to do with food. This is obviously no different, but I'm considering
Mm-hmm.
going a little bit above and beyond what I normally do.
Oh.
Now,
do tell.
normally what I do is I talk about an event and I pretend that I go.
Okay.
This time, I'm talking about the event.
Wow, we're really letting him behind the curtain
I'm going to pretend to go, and I'm going to pretend
to eat the food.
no to be a part of the contest. What do you think about me
Uh-huh.
entering the chili contest?
You should do it.
Oh yeah. What do you mean, like making it or eating
Yeah,
it?
it's a chili contest. So I'd
Okay.
like make some chili, and I would enter into this contest
I think
and
that-
represent Totally Local,
Oh
wear
my
our
God,
stuff,
That's great.
and then participate in this. Contest.
When is it? When do you have to submit it by? How do you do it? Tell us
it's-
more about this.
it's-
Now I'm really interested.
It's going to be in on Washington Street for everybody who wants to come out. It's a $6, $7 cover. It says 6 to 7. I think it's like $6 for kids, 7 for adults, something to
Mhm.
that effect. But it is going to be on Saturday, May 18th.
Is yours a meat-based chili?
Yes.
Okay. Are we gonna like? Do you want like input, or are you just gonna do your
No,
razzle dazzle?
that is what ruins and causes decisiveness.
Oh,
I'm just going to shut it
Indecisiveness?
down. Whatever. I'm
okay.
going to shut it down,
You're just gonna do it.
and I'm going to
You
do
you
it.
you make great food, so we trust you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're representing.
Well.
You're representing. It's bigger than you at that point.
I just need someone who's listening to the show to come down and just be like, yeah, Tony Local Chili's the best.
I mean, yeah, we'll do that.
And then you can leave.
Yeah. Totally.
Uh,
We should make a little. We'll have to make a little new sign.
That's coming
Totally
up.
local chili.
it's very, very, very.
Do you have
very
you
soon.
have you made chili before?
I actually am a really, really big chili fan.
Oh, really?
I'm a huge fan of chili dogs. It's like one of my top 3 foods. So I am a chili connoisseur. I don't like really spicy chili, so this is going to be a chili and salsa
It's gotta have a little
cook-off.
zip to it.
But you know, I'll
It's gotta have a little zing to it.
Yeah, well.
It's gotta have a little something to it. Epic shouts to Heather, who's telling us to eat at Capone's and go see a show at Exit 82 Theater in Toms River. So obviously Heather's a fan of Toms River as well. It's just a beautiful. I like it. There's obviously a river there, named after Tom. But it was a lovely downtown, wasn't it?
Yes, it
You
was.
had fun.
It was. Nice coffee shop we went to.
Oh yeah, they had a big fish flag on the band fish, right behind the counter place. What was it called? Bubbly's Coffee or something. I had it in my pocket.
Your level of preparedness is just bar none.
I'm prepared. Okay.
Friday, May 17th and 18th is the Jersey Shore Music
oh.
Festival. It's free. You had that?
No, I have something else.
And it's a music and arts festival. Now,
Where is that?
this is prominently in Seaside Heights, but if you're
Oh.
interested in doing something that weekend, next weekend, Friday and the 17th and the 18th,
Mm-hmm.
check out JerseyShoreFest.com. Again, it's www.jerseyshorefest.com because the lineup is it's huge. It's going to be
It's amazing.
music all over the place,
Mhm.
and all of these different local bands and musicians will be there. And let me tell you, do you know who DJ Pauly D is?
I do know who DJ Pauly D is. We ran into him at the wedding.
Well, he won't be there.
Oh.
But DJ Kevy D will, and he'll
Oh.
be spinning the ones and twos at the festival.
Wow, man, that was you really took the wind out of sails there.
Bubby's Beanery.
Bubby's
the
Beanery in
coffee
Toms
shop?
River.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
okay.
really delicious coffee.
And then finally,
Uh-huh.
very short events this week. We have May 18th is Asbury's it's TEDx. So TEDx Asbury Park. And this session is going to be to explore, create, play, and freedom. So those are
It sounds like a sex talk or something.
Hopefully.
Sounds like an orgy.
I mean, if you like orgies, then go check it out. It's all day entertainment. Asbury Convention Hall, TEDx.
Also, Belmar Food Fest, May 17th to the 19th. There's so much going on.
And it's so much of it is food.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because it's very, food brings everyone together,
Sure does.
You're going to want to get some food on the way home.
Yeah.
You're also joining Pizza Quest.
Hell yeah, I'm joining Pizza Quest.
Thank you. But
My husband
whoever
doesn't
wants
like to work with me very much. Like I was like for like years now, I've been like, let's do
Let's eat some
something
pizza.
together. Let's do a podcast together. He's always
do
like,
Pizza Quest together. I
Yeah.
need
And
the
then
help.
when I heard Pizza Quest, I was like, there's no way you're keeping me out of this one.
So
We can't eat all that. We need help.
under the hood a little bit, we had a production meeting yesterday, and Lauren, you were there,
I was.
and you saw the list that we were putting together for Pizza Quest, like
Yeah.
the list of participating places. I think we could use like 3 of you to help us with Pizza Quest.
Well,
There's a lot of pizza.
We're
that
gonna
we
bring
need.
Mike in. We're also bringing in some data, so it's gonna be a little analytical. It's not just gonna be us eating 250 pieces of pizza. Like we're looking at reviews. We're narrowing it down a little bit. We're just gonna do an overall. It's gonna be a mix of Monmouth and Ocean County together. We're not gonna pit the counties against each other because even though Ocean County is very large, the populace is much smaller than compared to Monmouth County. So we're really adjusting, and I have a Pizza Quest surprise coming very soon. Either next week if we have time for it next week, or very soon when we start to really get into Pizza Quest. So I'm very excited about it. Lauren has a little inside scoop on what's going on, and she's not going to tell you.
I want it next week.
Okay, good, perfect.
We'll
great.
make time.
Yeah, all right, awesome. I'm so stoked. I forgot to mention too, on Monday, I hung out at Red Tank Brewery in Red Bank. I believe the owner's name was Mike. Very nice guy. I went to a networking event because now that I'm totally local, I'm really busting out on the scene and really going to more things. And people really love, I say what I do for a living, and they're like, whatever. And then I'm like, but I have a podcast too. And they're all like, huh? And they get really interested. So people are really loving the idea of the podcast, especially since it's totally local, hyper local. It's about the area, and the networking event was great. It was put on by TJ over at Upstart Garden, which we're gonna have him on the show. He's working on a lot of different things. He's an entrepreneur, high energy, explaining a lot of marketing tips to people that were in the meeting. I met a lot of people that have great ideas and are building up their businesses in and around Red Bank area. And it was just great talking to people that have that zest and zeal for getting out there and hustling,
Well, anything that you can do to get the word out about our show and get us more guests, I support you 100%.
Well, thank you, Leo.
How many, now here's the question. How many business cards did you hand out?
I handed out many a business card, and I even won a lamp. So they did a drawing they pulled a business card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I talk. If you don't know this about me, I can talk. I have no problem talking, and I talked to a lot of people there. I was talking to these investor dudes. I know you like the razzle dazzle, you like the sizzle. I like the steak. So I was talking to these investor guys, and they're talking about money management, and I want to get them on the show because people don't know about their money sitch, and they're gonna, I'm hoping to get them on. Fingers crossed. I know that you love talking about bathrooms and financial advice, but it's important.
Well, our show is becoming so popular that the list to get on the show is now months back.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in getting on the show, you better reach out soon
it's
by going to our social media, which would be totally_local_. Totally_.
Oh, man, you can't go that
I
fast.
always mess that up.
Yeah.
The Instagram is totally_local_podcast. Okay, you do the rest.
Well, I mean, the rest, just go to the website, totallylocalpodcast.com. It was so great because you were doing that, and I was like, oh, wonderful. I could share what we're doing while you're doing that, but that didn't happen.
Okay.
So now I'm sharing this. All right, cool. Is there a noise coming out of the computer? I think I fixed it. All right. Anyway.
So, do you have some events that you want to talk about, or do you want to play a game?
Well, I mean, I do have an event coming up. It's not coming up till about November 26th, where we'll be introducing a brand new, totally local citizen into the world, because me and Lauren are gonna have a child.
What? Is that why you're here? Is that why you're on our show?
Yeah, we went. What is it? 12. We got 12 weeks.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, so like. We went to the
breaking news. Yeah. Breaking news. You hear it here first. Totally local. That's congratulations.
It's like the size of a lime right now, the little baby.
A little small lime.
She doesn't want to know the sex, so I don't know I don't want to say it, but like what
well,
am I
my family
to say?
started calling it a turkey. Because it's a little turkey, because it's due around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and we got to see like sonogram. It's kind of, I could see my personality really coming out, because when we were looking at it, it was like, what the hell are you doing? It like didn't want to be filmed.
It was really like moving around. A lot.
You're gonna have two of them.
We checked. There's only one. There's only one.
No, two of you.
Oh, two of me. Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I wonder.
Except baby is expected to be a Sagittarius,
much like,
which is me.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm in for a wild ride.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, so unexpected, unplanned to come and announce it here.
Yeah.
But we were driving home, and Andrew was like, from the appointment today, and Andrew was like, I think I want to announce it on the show today. And I was like, all right, I think I'm cool with that, but like, then what am I going to do? He's like, well, I'll just, I'll cut out the part of the show where I'm talking about it, and then you can share that. I was like, I don't know. That feels
You have
a
a
little,
little clip.
that feels a little like I'm uninvolved.
Yeah, and you're doing the most work.
Yeah.
I am. I
I
sure
do a little
am.
work myself. So.
Oh. All right.
So then he was like, well, what do you want to do? You want to share like one of those pictures that everybody does?
I didn't say it like that. I said, what do you want to do? You want to share one of those pictures that everyone does?
Well, it's kind of the same of what she said, but yes.
And that wasn't really something that I ever imagined myself doing.
But you wanted to do something.
I wanted to do something.
But what else do? You share a picture
Well,
or you go on a podcast?
Andrew said that the only way we would
My plan was, and anyone listening can steal this, I was like, we're going to order some postal delivery man outfits, and we're going to dress in the postal delivery outfits with a little pith helmet on, and we'll take a picture, and you could hold like, you could hold a delivery. And she's like, what am I going to say? We got a package? And I was like, no, you'd say special delivery would be on the thing. So I'm an idea man. That's what I do. I shuffle and shake. I move and groove. So that was my idea if we weren't going to do this. But I don't want to do like the gender reveal cake or the pictures or anything like that,
Yeah,
so we're doing
this.
this.
Is good.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
This is going to be our #1 rated show.
I think so. I agree. Totally local surprise baby edition.
So,
Yeah.
how are you? Are you excited? Are you happy?
I'm so excited. I'm happy. I feel like some people will be like, whoa, maybe it's a little early. You're announcing it. I have had like a history with miscarriages, but I don't feel the same way. I don't have the same anxieties as I had before. I always had a feeling that my baby would be like a Scorpio Sag cusp baby.
Oh boy.
So all of that feels super aligned.
And the doctor was like, "It's like this is a good."
At this point, yeah, that the baby had a good heartbeat, is measuring
Yeah.
like a week ahead.
And you
so
got
it's
to
like,
hear it. It was like
it's a big baby.
whoop, 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 whoop.
I feel tired and like mildly nauseous all day. I'm like a little bit more intense when it comes to food, maybe.
Little intense. She's a
Which is
little
why I'm
intense.
super stoked for Pizza Quest.
Oh man, the baby
All I
stuff.
think about
It's
is pizza
perfect
now.
timing.
Yeah.
You can eat all the pizza.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
So it's something that it's how do we're just we're having a baby, so
So we're going to have a totally local baby shower.
yeah, perfect, definitely.
Definitely.
You're in charge of all that because I don't know how to plan a baby.
I don't think she's supposed to plan her own baby
Well,
shower.
who's gonna plan the
No, I'm
baby
not
shower?
supposed to
Oh,
plan
is your
one.
mother gonna do it?
Well,
Who's supposed to do it? Who's supposed to do a baby
like
shower?
my ladies.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, all right.
My ladies.
Yeah. So.
But I would like to, like the traditional baby shower, I don't
Boring.
see my mom saying like, okay, you can't have one. So I'm sure I'll have a traditional one,
Mm-hmm.
but I would also like to have some kind of
Like a
just
party?
like party
Yeah.
where I can involve some boys.
Yeah. All right.
So, and then we could have like baby themed foods.
Yes.
Sure.
Why do I always have to talk about food? Well, that's awesome. I'm super happy that you guys decided to share that news with me
Yeah.
on the show for
That's right.
the world. And we have people actually. Heather's watching.
Yeah, they're all on there, so hopefully they tuned in and tuned into what we're all about, what we're doing.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks.
So now we get baby watch, baby update.
Yeah.
As you go through this process, we want to hear.
Yeah,
how's
I
it
mean,
going.
listen, Lauren's like from a different generation, and I'm old school, so I want to kind of, I don't want to be too, we'll let you know what's going on, but I'm not going to be putting all kinds of crazy stuff out there on my social medias. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Hmm.
you ready for a game?
Sure.
Yeah.
It is the beginning of May, and it is time once again, for the totally local game that we call "Which Shows Are Leo Going to This Time?" Or something like that. So, Can I get some theme music?
Boo-doo, boo-doo. Which shows are Leo gonna go to? Which shows are Leo gonna go to right now, today, maybe tomorrow, maybe later this week?
Thank you.
No problem.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Yes.
May 11th, 8 p.m., Phoenix Productions presents Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein.
Okay. Wait. Is it is it they're showing the movie or they're going to do a play based on?
They're
the
going to
movie?
do the play,
Oh.
based on the movie.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know that play?
I do not.
The
But you
movie.
know, obviously.
it's the Young Frankenstein
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Okay. Next,
Mhm.
May 14th and May 15th at 8 p.m. The Illusionists. So you know how I used to be a magician.
Yeah, sure.
So this would really be up
your
my alley, right? So here's what the illusionists are. 5 of the most incredible illusionists on Earth dazzles audiences of all ages with powerful mix of most outrageous and astonishing acts ever on stage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3, May 16th. All of these again, Count Basie Theater, Red Bank. Okay.
Uh-huh.
May 16th, 7:30 p.m. Dark Star Orchestra, Grateful Dead.
Yeah, you could even hear how you're saying it, how you're not feeling that one. Dark Star Orchestra,
Shut up.
Grateful Dead.
Okay.
That one's out.
Number 4, there's 5. Number 4, Friday, May 24th at 8 p.m. Bill Maher live stand-up tour.
Wait. Okay, yeah, Bill Maher. All right.
Okay, and then the last one is May 28th, 8 p.m. The Chip Tooth tour.
I
Rob-
couldn't go to that.
Rob Thomas.
You don't have to have a chip, too. Oh, boy.
Rob Thomas of
Oh, boy.
Matchbox 20.
Everyone knows who Rob Thomas
Okay.
is.
That
if
was
it's
like
3
one of the
a.m..
first CDs I had.
Push, 3 a.m., Bent, Back to Good.
But but it's different because it's him by himself. Is he going to cover the hits?
I can't say anything else until you guess which one will Leo be going to next.
Oh, do you actually know?
Yeah.
I thought
Have
you
you
were,
been paying
I thought
attention
you
to the
were-
game?
I thought you were still deciding.
No,
All right, I
which
know.
one I'm
I
going
know
to.
which one.
Excuse me. Which one?
The Illusionist.
Okay.
He's going to the Rob Thomas again. Come on. Give me a break. Illusionist. That's how he gets you. He fools. He's like, ooh. And he throws Rob Thomas. And he's going to Rob Thomas.
Wait, have you played this game before?
We do
I
it once
play
a-
this game every
I'm
time I hang out with
sorry.
Leo.
This is a reoccurring game on the show.
I'm
Yes, I'm going to go see Rob Thomas, and if he does not play,
He's going to play all the songs that
Yeah,
you want
I
to hear.
mean, why would you go to a Rob Thomas and not want to hear his song?
right,
Yeah.
I want to hear Back to Good.
I don't know which one
I
that
don't know
is.
any of them, I think, except for 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I want to hear 3 a.m.
Push You Around. That one I know.
Yeah, I don't like any of the new stuff.
No,
I
that's
don't
not
think
the
that's-
new stuff. Oh, man, you're so out of touch. You're going to be the perfect mom.
Yeah,
I don't like any of that new stuff. Mom.
Oh, I saw this
Oh,
really
man.
funny meme
Uh.
where it was like a mother sitting over a child's bed, and the kid was like, "Mommy, like, sing me a song from your generation," and the mother goes, "To the window, to the wall,
Oh.
till the storm dropped down the balls."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
That's what's
so.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
that
man.
is that where we are?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really, excited and hopeful for the future, but it really scares me to think of where technology is going to be by the time this kid is like out and about. Like, I don't want to have like, you think cell phones are bad now? Like, what if we're just like when we're like cybernetically like jacked into the system and stuff? You know, we got like haptic suit on, and you can put goggles on, and then you're just in this VR environment. And
Where
stuff.
did he go? I don't.
I'm just saying the future is going to be a crazy, scary place where we're just going to be so out of touch with what the hell's going on, and our kid's going to show up on like a hoverboard with like a shark fin coming out of his head, and we're going to be like, huh?
I mean, do you consider where we're at now
Yeah,
scary
think
as
of where,
we
like-
were 20 years
Yeah,
ago?
it's,
Is
like,
this really
parabolic.
scary to you?
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
like technology-wise?
Yes, it is. Like with kids with screens and stuff, it's like, geez, Louise, I didn't have this stuff. I mean, I had Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, but like, it was.
Yeah,
it
and you
wasn't,
played
like,
video games all the time.
but
from
it's
what I've
different
been told.
now.
It is.
First of all,
It is
different.
It is.
How
but
dare you?
I mean, kids still. My brother played video games all the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't like in your like you could carry it
Well,
around.
you know, we'll make certain parental decisions
Yeah,
together.
we will. We're gonna live in a cabin. They're gonna play with sticks and rocks and pieces of wood.
They?
I can't say what it is. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
They. I'm
It?
sure. I
Yeah,
don't wanna
we
say
need like
it.
some kind of name for it.
Yeah. I've been trying to, like, we were thinking of baby names, and I want to go traditional. I don't want to be like Madison.
I don't want. I don't
or
just keep using Madison.
Willow. I don't know. I don't want any weird names. I want like Frank. I want to have a kid named Frank.
we should name it Leo.
There we go. Perfect.
I do like Leo, but I thought I would like Leo for a girl.
Oh, that's cool.
I want. Okay, so then Leo Mack Talcott. That would be cool.
That
Such a
would
cool name.
raise some question
The
marks.
baby's
every,
gonna
ti-
come out and be like, oh.
every time that baby has a tan in the summer, we're looking like,
Oh boy. Also, just to give a shout out to obviously Lauren sitting here. You're doing a podcast.
I am.
What's the name of your podcast?
Well, it's with one of my oldest friends, Alana
Alana Carvalho Therapy. If you need a therapist, talk to Alana.
Yes, AlanaCarvalhoTherapy.com.
Mm-hmm.
And she is currently writing book 1 of a series, and it's called The Codependent Perfectionist's Guide to Parenting. So her and I went to the same therapist a long, long time ago, and we are both into mental health and all things personal development. So I'm interviewing her basically, and she's informing us on what a codependent perfectionist is.
It's very eye-opening.
Yeah.
I helped engineer the first episode.
And he came out and he was like, "Oh man, I feel like I just had a therapy session.
it was
Thank
great.
you guys."
Yeah, it was really good.
is that the point of the podcast so that you can come out feeling like you
Yeah,
can
like
Yeah,
learn?
she
learned.
goes over some things where you're just like, damn.
And
She's-
I tend to tell like some personal stories to help give examples.
Yes.
And
And we've also, to let you pry into our lives a little bit more, she does couples therapy, and believe it or not, me and Lauren don't always get along like we're getting along right now. And she helped us work through some issues.
yeah, she did. She sure
Yeah.
did.
So she helps with couples. She helps with codependent perfectionists. What can't she do? I don't know.
She could do it all.
Yeah. So I mean that I think that's great, and you have such an exquisite voice for radio.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Why don't you
Speaking,
just do it all.
we did. We're having a kid.
So are we gonna, when that comes out, we can plop that on our Facebook page? So
Yeah, so we have we've done 2 episodes together, and then she did one because I was not feeling well on her own, and then we have one coming up in a couple of weeks. So I'll add the link to the comments of your podcast,
yeah,
or how
edit
do
there,
we do
and then
that?
we'll share it on the. I'll share it too.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of podcasts, as I said, I've been helping out at a Shared Universe podcast studio with the other peeps that are doing podcasts. And I sat in on Views from the Bottle, which is, it was hilarious. And while I was doing this podcast, I was, sitting back, and Ming kind of tells you, just engineer, just keep your head down, do your thing, let them do it, don't interrupt them, whatever. So, they were bringing up all these interesting topics, talking about local events and pop culture and all these things. And then at the end, they saw me like laughing and stuff because they were funny. And they're like, you could have said stuff. And I'm like, oh, I didn't want to, I could talk a lot, so I don't want to interrupt. But if you get a chance, check out Shared Universe. There's a lot of different podcasts that are going on, and they're totally local basically because where are we at? So what is
it's
it? Views from the
definitely a
Bottle.
universe of podcasts. It's
It
all
is.
different types of things that you may be interested in. So yeah, it's a great place to check. Shout out to Ming, who's building a universe. He's
Yeah.
building a world
Mhm.
with really good people who work hard at putting on good content and
Passionate-
good shows.
passionate people.
And so definitely check that out if you have an opportunity.
He goes to he's going to schools, universities, middle schools, high schools. He's going to all these places with his partner in the business, Michael Zapsik, who they talk about the how to make a podcast, how to do a podcast, and get people comfortable. Because some people are kind of intimidated by it, and they shouldn't be. They should just go out and do it. If you like to talk, like I like to talk, you should talk more. And if you don't, I can teach you how to talk with my new course, How to Talk Real Good. Anywho, where are we at?
All right, just one quick announcement. So for people who follow the show, know that we do Coastline Tour.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Um,
hit the track, baby.
We're actually gonna make that happen. We
We're
are going
betting
to
the
be there
ponies.
on the 25th
I hope the horse. I mean, it's a food. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
Go.
It's a food festival. Well, sometimes I just start talking, but it's going to be a food truck festival.
It's gonna be a food, yeah. So, and that's really cool. Food trucks right now are there like primo, and I love food trucks, especially this hot dog one that's in Asbury Park. I can't remember. It's a black truck, something.
I know what you're talking
dog,
about.
yeah.
I think they're opening on the boardwalk.
Really?
I
What's the name
read
of that?
something about like a super fancy hot dog place opening on the boardwalk, and they have like a bunch of options and.
That Iron Whale too, I think, just opened on the boardwalk as well.
Well, we'll definitely be there. Actually, we're going to be there with a bunch of our
The
friends.
news team.
The whole, which we call the news team. And we're going to have some fun. So we'll have our totally local gear on by that point.
Oh yeah, get ready, people.
And yeah, we're going to have some fun. So we'll be doing our coastline tour there. And because people love it so much, we're skipping ahead a little bit. And we're also going to do coastline tour. Ready? Drum roll. Oh, wait. What's that place called that's above Asbury?
Oh man.
Man. Above Asbury.
Bradley Beach?
Long Branch?
Avon?
Long Branch.
Long Branch. Dude,
Oh, I
for
was
being on a
going-
show
I
called
was going
Totally
below.
Local, first of all, it's north and south. You guys would
No.
make horrible pirates.
It's not north. It's west.
I don't think the pirates. Oh, yeah, they probably did.
Oh, man.
Listen,
It's north of Asbury.
Okay, I'm not supposed to know about it. If I knew about it, then Coastline Tour wouldn't make sense. I don't know about
is
it, which is
interesting.
why I'm going there to
Yeah.
find out more about it. Starting with what's the name of it,
Long Branch.
and one of our friends of the show, Angelo Gingerelli,
Yes.
does a comedy night there.
He
So
does.
I will be going back to the comedy night as part of my Coastline Tour, just because I have so much fun
I really
doing
had
Coastline Tour.
I know people hear stuff. They're like, oh, hey, you have a podcast? I want a podcast. And I'm like, all right, cool, do it. I hear about all this comedy stuff, and now because of Angelo and because of Taylor Allen, like I'm following these comedians, these local comedians are doing comedy stuff. I kind of want to give it a shot.
You want to give what a shot?
I want to do a little stand-up routine.
You know what? I have the
Uh,
perfect night for you to do a
when is that?
stand-up routine.
I don't know if I'm ready yet. I'm kind of shy.
Well, this will give you a few months to prepare.
Okay, when is it?
So we are going to have a 50th episode.
Oh, I'm not gonna
party.
do
Yes,
it at
if
the
you're
show.
gonna do it at the
No,
show.
No, I'll perform. I'll do my rap shtick, but I'm not doing the whole. No, I gotta.
You're doing all of it. This is
well,
totally local.
yeah,
Our
it's
show, our party. You can do your little stand-up bit. Everyone will applaud and give you proper, polite laughs.
I gotta keep my two careers separate. I'm a little bit like Eddie Murphy, where I want to keep the music career separate from, the
Everything.
acting career.
You don't have an acting career.
No, I have a podcast career. I have a rapping career, and then I have my possible comedic stylings. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. Don't put any pressure on me, because then I can't.
How about this? I want you to take the next 2 weeks. We have a very lovely guest coming on next week. But after that, I want you to come up with one bit,
I'm
one
more of
joke.
a situational kind of a guy.
Well,
I'm
then
more
you-
of an improvist.
Good. Prepare
I
to
make
be
you
improv.
laugh. You can't. That's the whole point of it. Anyway,
I want one
Look,
bit in 2 weeks.
I'm not
on
gonna
this
do.
show.
No, I'm gonna do it in front of a crowd.
I am a crowd.
No, you're the worst crowd because
I'm
you're
the-
just gonna
I'm the best crowd. I'm the most honest,
listen.
natural.
Don't put any
reaction.
pressure on me. Let me just do one thing at a time. I just brought it up just because it was on my mind because we're talking about the lovely Angelo Gingerelli. I'd like to try out. Maybe I'll run some ideas by him. But for the meantime, let me just finish my hip hop album and focus on that. And then don't put any more pressure on me.
No, don't
basically.
shake your head. Yes, this
No.
is a dream. You can do multiple things. We're human
I
beings.
I
need to-
want to see the hip hop album dream
She really
further
believes.
itself.
Well,
She believes I'm going to be on Ellen someday.
the
So.
hip hop
Yeah,
album.
I'm going to be on Ellen too.
she's really riding my coattails on this thing.
The hip
You have
hop
to take
album.
care of a baby now.
Yeah,
right.
the baby will come to Ellen too.
Well, you guys
Well,
will
if
be
y'all are going to
backstage.
Ellen, I'm going to Ellen.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Well, I mean, is that it? We talked about a bunch of events. We talked about Tom's River. You're going to be visiting Long Branch soon. We got a special We got a whole. It's like a really involved guest next week with the whole thing we're doing.
Yeah, we're actually preparing for our show for next week starting tomorrow. So definitely check that out.
We got a.
I'll be in. What do we have?
Well, we got we got Music Month coming up.
We have Music Month coming up. So
Um,
speaking of your album, you may want to get that finished by the
Yeah.
end of Music Month.
End of. Yeah, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost there. Trust me. I was talking about this weekend. I was telling a couple people about. I was telling Mike DeGeorge about it. Epic shouts to our lovely lovely
of the
guest,
show.
friend of the show. Thank you, Leo, for telling us about all these lovely events, and thank you for bearing my child and
Pleasure.
bringing a child into the world that looks pretty active. We're told from a psychic that will be very stubborn, so that'll be
well,
fun.
stubborn. They're going to be stubborn during labor, so it might be
Oh,
a
I
nice,
thought you.
a nice long labor for me.
I thought you meant it was just.
No, I asked because she was like, I see this baby being really stubborn. And because I had said, like, I asked specifically if I would be able to do the birth that I planned, which is somewhat specific. And they said, the baby, yes, take care of yourself. It will be good, but the baby looks like it's going to be really stubborn.
Big head.
So then I asked specifically, I was like,
No, it's
stubborn
like a
in
toaster
labor
head.
or stubborn, in life?
So big.
And they were like, stubborn labor. And I was
Okay,
like,
good.
Okay, I could take
Well, then
She's
we-
like, I have this